What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company with your host, Jackie Marshall Clark.
Good to have your company today. I'd like to share some good news with you to start this month's program. As you know, Light and Power is a regulated entity, and as such, we do not set our own electricity rates. We operate under a license from the government, and it's the role of the Fair Trading Commission, the FTC, a statutory body, to regulate and monitor the company's business development and service standards. The FTC has the responsibility for determining the electricity rates in Barbados. This means it determines the prices which Light and Power charges customers. Electricity rates were last determined in 2010, and there has been no change to these prices since then. Prior to 2010, electricity rates were established in 1983 by the then Public Utilities Board and remained fixed for 26 years. The FTC recently shared its report on Light and Power's performance under its standards of service for the period April 1st, 2018 to March 31st, 2019. This report assessed both the guaranteed and overall standards of service for the period under review, and based on data submitted by Light and Power, the FTC report concluded that satisfactory compliance was attained. The good news for our customers is that the reliability of our electricity service exceeded the targets and are better than those set by the FTC. Outage durations and their occurrences trended downward, while restoration times were generally short for most of the review period. Owing to declining outage duration times, grid availability remained consistently high overall. And following on from that and further good news, we undertake frequent benchmarking studies taken from comparative data across regional utilities, and I'm pleased to say that Light and Power has consistently recorded among the lowest rates in the region for the cost of electricity to its customers.
What's New Radio?
You're listening to What's New Radio with me, Jackie Marshall Clark, Manager Communications and Government Relations at Light and Power. You may have noticed new streetlights in your neighborhood. This is the result of an 18-month-long project that will see the change out of 24,250 existing BLNP-owned high-pressure sodium HPS streetlights to LED streetlights. The project was launched in May by the Minister of Energy and Water Resources, the Honorable Wilfred Abrams. It's a government-led project in collaboration with the Division of Energy, the Ministry of Transport and Works, Caribbean LED Lighting, the Government Electrical and Engineering Department, and the Barbados Light and Power Company. To discuss the LED changeout project, Jennifer Blackman, Communications Coordinator, spoke to Paula Palmer, Project Lead and Distribution Engineer with Light and Power, and with Keisha Reed, Project Manager in the Ministry of Energy and Water Resources.
Welcome to What's New Radio, everyone.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Keisha, what's the purpose of the change-out?
Public street lighting is one of government's highest energy costs. Therefore, as part of the public sector smart energy program, government is seeking to retrofit 24,000 streetlights on major and minor roads in conjunction with the Barbados Light and Power, and 3,000 highway streetlights in partnership with the Ministry of Transport Works and Maintenance. The streetlight retrofit project is funded by the European Commission and costs approximately Barbados 9 million. The objective of this initiative is to ultimately reduce energy consumption. We've calculated that we'll be able to save approximately US $1.7 million annually by this retrofit. And ultimately, we'll be able to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
Paula, what's Light and Power's role in the project?
So as Keisha indicated, the government is one of our largest streetlight customers. They have contracted us to replace these streetlights from HPS or high pressure sodium lights to light emitting diode or LED streetlights. This is one of the components of their smart energy program, which was to increase the use of energy efficient technology. And it also fits into Light and Power's 100-100 vision, where we want to establish Barbados as a global leader in energy efficiency.
Keisha, from the community perspective, what changes can we expect? What will we notice right away?
As Paula would have indicated, we currently have what we call HPS lights. and they gave off an orangey glow. So one of the first things that persons will notice is that the new LED lights have a more white natural light. It gives a full spectrum, which allows us to be able to see full colors at night, similar to under the daylight. Persons can also expect to see improved light quality, which will increase safety.
And Paula, what are the benefits of using LED instead of the old high-pressure sodium lights?
The LED fixtures are more energy efficient than the ones currently installed on the system, so we should see savings not only in electricity costs but in fuel costs. These lights also require less maintenance than the HPS lights and have a 10-year warranty. So with respect to safety, these lights are not only a lot brighter than our traditional lights, but they're more efficient. We should expect to see brighter lighting and fewer outages.
As the installation goes ahead, how are you disposing of all the old lights? Are they safe for the landfill?
As the old fixtures are removed from the system, they go to our storeroom where they're appropriately sorted and disposed of. The bulbs we are sending to Caribbean LED Lighting for disposal. Caribbean LED at their facility has a bulb crushing facility which utilizes United States Environmental Protection Agency or EPA approved machines that separate the mercury, the metal and the glass, and then they safely transport them to a recycling facility in the USA for disposal. We have made arrangements for the remaining fixtures to be sent to the Sustainable Barbados Recycling Center, otherwise known as SBRC, for the recycling of the other components.
Changeover work has been completed in a number of communities in Christchurch, St. George and St. Philip. Keisha, have you received any feedback?
Well, today we've mostly had a lot of positive feedback. One of the comments that we're getting is that the lights are a lot brighter and persons are noticing the lack of light pollution. So traditionally, the older lights will spill into your living rooms, etc. We have persons notice that they don't need those blackout curtains anymore because of the direct focus of the light. One of the concerns that persons have raised, though, is that in some communities, persons would have reported, well, only one light on my street would have been changed. Why is this? So we are explaining to persons that we have 5 crews working with the Barbados Light and Power who are assigned to specific neighborhoods and they're changing out all of those lights. However, we have one crew that's focusing on maintenance. So in your particular neighborhood, you might have had one light that's actually blown or has an issue. So that crew would come and fix that light. And that would also stop the situation where you might be in St. Lucie, which is scheduled for 9 months down the road, and you having to wait 9 months to have your actual light fixed. So this is to address the current project installation schedule as well as any issues that might arise. One of the comments we have been getting is with respect to turtle nesting sites. So we would like the public to understand that we will not be putting the whiter LED street lights by the turtle nesting sites because obviously we will have a negative impact. We are working currently with the Barbados Light and Power who are doing a pilot with respect to the specialized type of light that is best suited for those areas, and it's usually a light that gives out a more red hue, which is better for the turtles.
And I would just like to say, Jennifer, that Light and Power has been pleased to partner with the key stakeholders on this project, the Government of Barbados, Caribbean LED Lighting, the Inter-American Development Bank, and the European Union as we work to improve energy efficiency and renewable energy usage throughout Barbados.
Thank you for coming in today. We'll keep in touch. Paula Palmer, Distribution Engineer with Light and Power and Project Lead for the Streetlight Changeover, and Keisha Reid, Project Manager, Ministry of Energy and Water Resources.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
The LED change-out project is progressing well. As of mid-August, the teams of contractors have installed 5,722 lights across the island, and we expect to be within our scheduled 18-month completion date. Coming up next, an interview with Nikki Paxoy, Creative Director of TECO Energy in Tampa, Florida. TECO is our sister utility affiliate in the Emera Group.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Nikki Paxoy is visiting with us at Light and Power. She's from our sister Emera company, TECO, Tampa Electric Company, and she is the creative director there. Taking some time to pop into the What's New studio on our very last day here in Barbados. Welcome, Nikki.
Thank you so much, Jackie. I'm happy to be here.
As creative director, what do you do?
I have a fantastic team, as you do here in Barbados. My team handles all the print, web, digital, and videography for TECO. We also have a gas company, People's Gas, and we also do work for New Mexico Gas, which is another Emera affiliate. And we do print work and we do digital. We do whole lot on social media.
Can I say now that we've worked together on our calendar? So the TECO team was a part of the 2019 calendar, everyone, that you see and enjoy every day. The two teams worked together. It really was a wonderful collaborative effort. So good to have you today. What's the update at TECO? What's all your projects about now?
Well, TECO is, at Tampa Electric, we are very excited about our solar projects. We are trying to become the utility in Florida that has the most solar per customer by 2021, and we're on a mission, and we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna have more solar per customer by 2021.
Well, tell me a little bit more about that, because, we have our 100-100 vision here in Barbados, and we're always trying to tell our customers about it and our vision for 2030. That's our year, actually. So expand a little bit more on that, Nikki, about your solar project and how you're reaching your customers with it.
We built our first solar plant several years ago, just like Trent, 23 megawatts of solar that goes into the grid and therefore reduces our need to use natural gas or coal. Those are the fuels that we use. We're continuing to build solar panels outside of the big one that we've just completed. We're building them all over the area wherever we can buy real estate, because that is the problem with solar. You have to have lots of acres to create those solar plants.
We took you to our Trent's plant yesterday, and you saw the sheep. And you do sheep in Tampa, don't you?
We do sheep. We don't have the black-bellied sheep. Our sheep are white and light brown, and we have a great time with our sheep. Yes, well, yes, I saw your sheep, and I loved Trent and the way it rolls with the landscape.
Yes, we've been exchanging sheep pictures. So good to go. Tell me a little bit more about your communication with your customers. How do you get them to understand your vision? How do you reach them?
Well, Tampa Electric has about 765,000 customers. We reach them through a variety of methods. One is we still do bill inserts. We recently redesigned our bill so that we can put messages across the top and important messages on side 2, and we try to promote, I'll stick with solar, we try to promote solar through the bills. We are currently running a campaign on TV, radio, and digital that talks about energy efficiency and tells customers what our programs are and tips on how to save energy. And we reach them digitally, and we also reach them through our owned channels, which are our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram accounts, very similar to Light and Power.
I love these discussions because it shows that we're far apart, but we're quite similar in our efforts and in what we're trying to achieve. So in our final 30 seconds together, what's great about working and living in Tampa? What did you like most about Barbados?
At Barbados, the thing that I liked the most was the communications team at Light and Power, getting to know your team more, and all your other people, like the people in the studio here today, just makes me feel so warm. And Tampa, I think I was thinking what is great about Tampa, we have very similar things, although more spread out. We have, if you want to go to sports, we have football, hockey, and baseball. If you want to go to the beach, we have that. We have museums. We have Busch Gardens, so there's always something to do, and they're very good restaurants. So I invite you all to come. We'll take you out to eat. We'll go to the beach or a museum or whatever you'd like to do.
Nikki, thank you so much. My favorite part, working together with all of you. We accomplished so much. Welcome to Barbados. Good to have you here. Thank you for all the work you've done with us at Light and Power. Do have a safe trip back to Tampa.
Thank you very much, Jackie, and thank you for having me today. This is a pleasure.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Before I go, a reminder that hurricane season runs from June to November. Remember to update your communications plan for your family each year. Check that your tin foods have not expired and ensure that you have a qualified electrician inspect your home's electrical system. The fuel clause adjustment for the month of August for all tariffs is 28.9062 cents per kilowatt hour. Thanks for joining me today. Till next time, bye for now.
This program was produced for the Barbados Light and Power Company by SFA Communications.